Hello everyone, welcome to video number 2 of UVM series. In this video we will take a look at how UVM based test bench compares with simple Verilog test bench. Let's first see some blocks of UVM. These are the basic blocks of UVM: test, environment, agent, driver, sequencer, monitor, sequence and packet. These blocks are divided into components and objects. Components are the ones which are created at zero simulation time and exists throughout the simulation, while objects are transient, which gets created and destroyed as and when required by the test bench. In UVM, packet is actually called sequence items, but we will get into it later. Let me give you an analogy. This is a normal Verilog test bench to verify a simple design. In UVM terms, this can be considered as the top module. The initial begin block can be considered as the test component in the UVM. It can also be considered as an environment, but we will see that in coming videos. This block can be considered as the driver, as it drives the signals in the DUT and toggles the values. The repeat statement can be considered as sequences, which will be executed one by one. This will be an object in UVM. It will get created and destroyed according to the test bench requirement. The variables can be considered as a packet. Packet is like a combination of all signals that driver toggles inside the DUT. This instantiation here is your design that needs to be verified. This was a simple analogy between Verilog test bench and UVM based system Verilog test bench. So a general block diagram can be something like this, where you have the top which contains your test and the design that needs to be verified. Test has an environment component along with sequence and packet objects. Environment will further have agent and scoreboard. Agent is a combination of sequencer, driver and monitor encapsulated into a class, while scoreboard keeps track of results from the design. Let's see a basic flow. Packet contains the signals, that is the variables that needs to be toggled in the DUT. The sequencer will take the sequence one by one and send it to the driver. The driver will drive the packet on the DUT through an interface. We will talk about the interface in future videos. The design will receive some input values and will generate an output for it. The monitor will keep monitoring the input outputs to and from the design. It will send the respective inputs and outputs from the DUT to the scoreboard. The scoreboard will determine if the design passed the test or not. One by one sequences will be sent to the design and the scoreboard will keep checking if any of the sequences fail. If all the sequences passed, then the design is said to be error free. Hence, it is the job of verification engineer to cover a variety of sequences that will trigger every corner case in the design. We will take a look how the scoreboard checks if the sequence passed or not in later stage. Currently, let's dive deep into each component one by one and start coding a test bench. Thank you for being here. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn or in the comment section.